We could win you up. We could win you up. We'll just ask you questions. Just
Sure,
have a
I'll look
chat,
at
yeah?
okay.
So where are we? Bit long? Okay. I remember you first from your role in 18,
Oh yes,
which of course is totally different to your role in Star Trek.
yes. Quarter of a century ago now, too.
It is
A long time ago.
flies. It's,
Yeah, it sure
your
does.
early 80s that was. How did you find changing the characters so? It's such a opposite.
Well, these things just fall into your lap.
Yeah.
You know, you're fortunate. I mean, I was fired from the A-Team. I was fired during the pilot, and then I was rehired when they tested it. So nobody really knows what they want or what they're doing. There are very few people in the entertainment business, and I'm not one of them either, actually, who know what they want. And those people who really know what they want are usually the best motion picture directors and the best actors. Always, this is what I'm doing. Most of us are scared to death at every moment, and the more decisions that you, or the more pathways that you see in front of you to achieve an objective, sometimes the more talented you are, the more difficult it is for you to make a decision, and you just kind of, there's luck involved. So, getting Murdoch was just actually Whoopi Goldberg is. Well, I'll go with that. No. That's Star Trek. It's just pure luck. That's all it is for people like myself. I was lucky to get Murdoch. I was lucky to get Barclay in Star Trek, and I was just able to find the right decision, make the right choice, and that role, it could have gone to someone else. And I was raised as a repertory actor, which I would never recommend to a young actor today. I don't know how young actors in the United States, in particular, can carve out a career. I really don't. But versatility was the key. You had to be hired for 5 roles in a year, and you better damn right do them so well that nobody recognized you from the previous role. And that was my training. So I've just sort of used that throughout my life, and good things have happened and bad.
I must say it took me a while to actually connect the Barclay character, the actor,
Well, that's
with
good.
the 2 roles.
That's good.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Yes, and that's why I sort of asked the question. It was so different.
Well, it's a great blessing and a curse at times. It's like Peter Sellers, the great Peter Sellers, the brilliant Peter Sellers. Actors who change so much that people don't identify them as a commodity actually have a harder time in Hollywood than they do than actors who are larger than life, major personalities, and that's what they sell. Actors used to be able to make a living in New York City as a character actor. You can't do that anymore. So things change. You have these waves of change. The pendulum shifts, goes in one direction and then swings to another. But like Peter Sellers was somebody who was devastated by the fact that he couldn't get the recognition that he wanted. But that's because nobody recognized him from role to role, or his voice. He was just his role in being there. One of the greatest performances, and that year they gave the Academy Award to Dustin Hoffman, which was criminal. And in fact, I think it destroyed him, Peter Sellers. So anyway, I'm a repertory actor and a song and dance man at heart, although I can't sing. I mean, I can't dance. Excuse me, I can sing a little bit.
Sing.
I can sing a little bit, but I can't dance. I've had my knee replaced. I'm going to be on the wing of a plane someday. So much titanium in my body right now.
Had trouble going through the airport.
I'm patted down every time. I never get through. Never.
working with Dirk Benedict.
Yes.
He came straight out of Battlestar Galactica
Right.
into 18. He was playing much the same role. How did you find working with him?
Oh,
Especially-
Dirk and I are very close. He's the only friend I have from Hollywood. That's it. He lives in Yes. Someone's sucking something so strong. It's all right. But he and I are very good friends. He lives in Montana. I live north of Hollywood, about 35 miles in Los Angeles. And we've stayed very close and in contact ever since the 18th. He's the only person that I can truly say from Hollywood. I've only been to one party in Hollywood in my entire life. Hollywood party. That's right. But he's the only friend that I have from all of those years. I have a lot of friends who work for JPL and who are writers, but not actors, not writers. I mean, not casting directors, not directors, not filmmakers. That sort of thing.
Well, I thought he and I've just gone blank on who played Apollo. They were the two that
Starbuck.
Yeah. They were the two that
Richard
actually
Hatch.
made the original Battlestar work.
Right.
They gave it the energy.
Right.
When they left in the second year, he died.
Yeah.
And it was actually very nice to see him back, especially the episode where you sort of went on Hollywood and the Cylon asked. Nice little.
Yes, they did that. We did a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, the Stephen Cannell and Frank Lupo did a lot of that, and there were lots of little, what do they call it, Easter eggs today. You know, phrases on T-shirts, things like that we put discussions about pianist Ashkenazi. Things like that we would throw out that were topical, newsworthy perhaps at the time we were doing it, and so we had a lot of fun. We did.
Moving on to Star Trek.
Sorry, wait a second.